When they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Got it in the middle, it's Durham. And a good pickup there. They'll move this. For a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Second and long. Using his feet. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
LSU right back to the line. The option look. Oh, a lot of space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively and try to have success on third down?
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Gonna run it. It's Durham. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Not much drive or anxiety. They're waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Fighting off the defender. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to throw. It's out. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after a big play up top.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And the ground game comes through for this offense just in the nick of time. Clock ticking down in the first half. They punch it in and a chance to tie this football game.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Anderson. It's a seam wide open. They've got the first down. Mark it at the 26 in the waning seconds of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Oh, he's got some space. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. out to kick it away again as we are tied up in the third quarter. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown LSU.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Quick completion on the out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Might be changing the route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Makes the grab, he's got a first down. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that,
gashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, LSU.
And he's in for the 2nd score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team, don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Looking to throw, it's Allard. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Into the secondary on the right. And they'll do more even move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Got the first down, looking for more. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
To the air on first down. Quickly complete. Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And they add 6 more to more with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. LSU quick to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to fire. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Just like that, a hat trick of completions, and they're on the doorstep.
3 plays, 3 beautifully executed plays. This offense is in a really good rhythm. This defense better change something quickly because this has been way too easy.
And this offense can just about taste taking the lead in the fourth quarter, but you do want to be careful not to score too quickly. It'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They'll try the run. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ballgame. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead, nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight, the score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. opens up at the 23-yard line. Dropping back, it's Allen. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and where's that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. This time it's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big thing. You put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Penn State! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Hey, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
The extra point is up and good, and we are tied up in the 4th. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the 4th quarter and about to kick it away. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll run it from the gun. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Aller. Steps away. Gets away. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And it's just a bad decision by the quarterback. I get that he's outside the pocket and the play's breaking down, but you can't force it into your top receiver. If he's not open, you got to throw it away, and the defense took advantage with the interception.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Under a minute to go, just take a knee here and avoid the potential for disaster.
And we've seen it, Reese, very recently in schools that might be in the Sunshine State that decided to run the football and run plays, and it's come back to bite him. So there's nothing wrong, Jesse, with being conservative, taking a knee, taking the victory.
I think Miami and Georgia Tech are heeding your advice very, very carefully based on what we've seen in those recent years. Don't have to overthink this thing. Victory formation, leave the stadium with a W.
And the Tigers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. DB's right up on the receivers. Going to swing it on second down. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide out level noise. They'll leave it with him. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Quarterback making checks. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Dropping back, it's Allard. Unloads to the wideout. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling right and going deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try.
A shot toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
You're down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, time's not your friend. You got to take a shot. Defense doing a great job in the end zone, making sure that ball falls incomplete. Clean play, excellent coverage. Everybody's eyes on the quarterback. That's probably going to seal the deal for this defense.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Ballman.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents.